everybody, and it's another Rock Tales. It's a glorious Friday night. We are live at 5, and can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? We're back. Everyone's been traveling, lots of updates. I'm going to talk about the Sebastian Bach concert we went to, what has it been, a week? And drinking some Don Fulano. Tricky Dicky is trying to make us make the switch.
Don Fulano, that's what this is?
Don Fulano, cheers.
Cheers.
And I'm proud of you for having some hard booze with us. You don't normally do that. Cheers.
Well, yeah. I'm double fisting, so.
Tricky Dicky, love you. Our director extraordinaire also poured you a little Don Fulano. We got Naughty Gotti helming the keys, and that's it. Goth Gwen is like... She's just working hard and, decided not to come in and do the show right now. And Wednesday Adams, Goth Gwen, we miss you. See you
I
soon.
haven't seen her since The Damned.
Yeah, the industry is everyone's taking breaks and all that stuff. And, people are getting sick. I got the COVIDs.
Yes, you did.
You
didn't give it to us, though.
No. You know why? I respect you.
I appreciate it.
I don't want to give you my variant.
Well, as Sebastian Bach's best friend in the whole world, I kind of feel like...
Can I tell you the envy that I had that he sent out that post celebrating? He celebrated all of us, but he really seemed to...
Celebrating Brandon?
Yeah. He kept calling you Brandon.
Well, I think the Brendan, I think it's confusing to a lot of people.
So do you call
most
him
people
like,
do that.
Do you call him like Sebastian?
Baz.
That's it?
Baz.
So Sebastian, why don't you just call him Brando and he'll just call you Baz and you guys can stick with nicknames because you're just not locking it in. For someone who really, I was hoping you would lean in and say, I'm your new best friend because that's all I want. And instead, you pick this dingus to fucking, you're the best fucking... Every detail about you, he memorized. Every detail.
All we want to do is share with the people watching Rock Tales tonight.
Yeah.
How fucking incredible.
Yes.
The Sebastian Bach show.
Yes.
At the Observatory in Santa Ana.
By the way, what a great venue,
I wish it was on the corner of Santa Monica and La Cienega.
We didn't. Have you been there before?
No.
Have you been there before?
No.
Naughty Gotti, have you ever gone out to Costa Mesa to the...
Santa Ana, Costa Mesa. We were literally 10 minutes from Newport Beach.
So
this is where we were.
Have you ever been to the
idea.
observatory? Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I couldn't hear him, but he said no. So this place, it's like 4 or 5 venues or something like that. How many stages do they have there?
2.
2?
Yeah, 2. It was like a little
it's 4 or 5, 2, whatever it is. I'm not
But the
great with
Rock
that.
Room
was fucking awesome. Look, I don't know if it always sounds that good, but we learned that the sound guy from The Cult, right? I was like, that makes sense because that guy's super profesh. That's who Sebastian had out on the road doing sound for him. And the room sounded great. He sounds amazing, but you might not really understand how amazing he is if he couldn't hear himself, if the band didn't sound so fucking tight. Right. It was very profesh, right? He played, stuff off of the Skid Row records and a ton of his new hits from his new record. Opened up with the main single. First song of the night, right? Was why am I blanking on the... What was the first song?
Everybody Bleeds, maybe?
Yeah, Everybody Bleeds.
Yeah.
Dan
into Slave to the Grind.
Yes. Awesome.
May we start talking about that show?
We may. We should.
Here's what there's only one Sebastian Bach on the planet Earth. He is the keeper.
Because his balls made 2 other
couple
Bachs, which we should talk about.
A few other children.
The drummer, right? His son
Paris.
played in the band, was incredible. And then it's
Trace,
his 11-year-old, who, let's be real, okay? Sebastian, you're cool. And your son, sorry, I should know this.
Trace.
No, the drummer.
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paris, unbelievable musician, right?
And hits hard.
Yeah, and by the way, the camaraderie between Paris and Sebastian, because he's, every time Sebastian said anything funny, Paris is just hearing everything his dad was saying and emphasized everything on the kid. It just made
He did the drum roll.
Yeah, the night of rock
17 times.
amazing. But there's something that happened with, like, I don't know if he had a ceremony before he conceived Trace.
Trace?
Yeah.
We prayed to the Dark Lord. It's like, please, give me a demon god.
I think
who's going to rule the planet
He
Earth.
made an altar.
Yeah.
Right? He took some of his wife's yoga pants.
Yes.
Put it on the altar. Right? And said, let's just make a rock baby.
Yes.
A full-on rock baby.
A baby that comes out ready to lead a band.
Yeah, ready to lead the world, the nation in rock. Because that's what we saw. When the show ended, right, and we'll get there, but I just want to say, Trace, I am now your biggest fan. I love that the show ended. Your dad was like, it's my show. We're ending it. And you were like, not so fast, Dad. Because you stayed on the stage. And I think everyone was confused from the sound guy to the lighting guy, because you just stayed out there still soloing as an 11-year-old superstar, pointing at everyone, like doing the whole thing, like, yeah, all right, bring it, fuck yeah, okay, eyeballing everyone. You stayed out there an extra 4 minutes, signing autographs, getting
best.
chicks' numbers.
The fucking best.
The best.
Yeah.
No shirt, just his guitar, his Dean guitar, right? And he fucking crushes.
That weighs as much as he does.
Yes, yeah, yes.
That was amazing. Like a whole night. I feel like we should go through the whole
Let's do it.
night that we experienced together as a group. Sadly,
Naughty
Gotti wasn't there.
Naughty Gotti couldn't do it.
Gotti, where were you?
I don't know if we can hear him.
He's shaking.
I
We
don't
can
know if
hear
his
him.
microphone works.
He's like,
It works.
He's like, leave me
Gotti,
alone.
Gotti, were you coming back from some extraordinary trip? Did you go to the Bahamas or something? Where were you?
Yep.
Can't hear you. Okay. He said yeah. He was in the Bahamas.
But we three plus.
Hold on, let me fix Scotty's mic.
Well, okay, you work on that, and we'll do a show. So we last minute invite, right? So Richard, I was like, let's see if because Naughty Gotti couldn't be there, so I'm like, shall I invite Moon? And we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's see if she wants to go. Call Moon. I'm like, you want to have a super fucking metal night? She's like, yeah. And Moon's checking with Jet. Jet, can I go out Friday? And so it was all free and clear, right? So Moon could hang out with us, old school. Yeah, old school.
Like 90s style.
And I was like, you have to be here by 4:30 because we're going to drive out to Costa Mesa. We're going to have yummy food, going to have some margaritas, get some good Mexican food, and see Sebastian fucking bring the house down. And we went to the first restaurant that Tricky Dicky had pointed out, which was in a mall.
South Coast Plaza for people in Southern California.
I didn't know it was.
Well, but then you have this theory, right? Can we unpack this? That eating at mall restaurants
Yeah,
is
I can't.
You can't do it.
No.
But you were telling me before there's like Road Dogs or Top Dogs or some dog show.
Fat Dog.
Red Dog?
The fat dog. The lazy dog.
Lazy dog.
Lazy dog.
If there's a chain, right? So
I've never been to a Lazy Dog, so walk
I get
me through
nervous
the
if you
thinking.
go to a mall and you got to eat, right?
Are you shitting on like a Cheesecake Factory?
PF Chang's.
I love
You're
having,
not down with PF Chang's?
I mean, generally it's not that great. High in sodium.
I don't know how you can make guacamole 5,000 calories, but they figured it out.
Yeah.
At Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What are those like? They're the I don't know. It's like just filled with lard, proteins,
Everything.
Maize.
Every item at Cheesecake Factory.
Did you know that the Indians called corn maize?
I did know that.
Okay, just want to
I
make
grew up
sure.
in New Mexico.
Yeah, maize.
Wow.
But the good news was the first place was an hour wait in South Coast Plaza.
Yeah, that threw us for a loop,
Yeah.
and I like seeing Moon's reaction to that.
Yeah.
Where
Hatred for the manager?
No, can I tell you what I thought it was? Because maybe
That's what I thought.
you can see it on the face, right? So there's a part of me that I look, going out with Moon, right? I want her to have a great time, right? Because we haven't, gone out to a concert together. I haven't seen a show with her in years. So I was like, okay, it's going to be so fun. And we want it to be really awesome, right? So we got in Tricky Dicky's truck. Moon and I are sitting in the back seat. You guys are playing fucking DJ. And so we get to this restaurant. We all kind of are like, wait, are we in the right place? Tricky Dicky picked this. I mean, it looked good in the pictures.
It did look
good. The food looked great.
It's like Claro or something like that.
Something like
South
that.
Coast Plaza.
And we walk in.
Fancy Mexican.
And when we heard the words, it's an hour-long wait, I was like, is there even a restaurant in Los Angeles that says that there's an hour-long wait?
No.
So, it's going off in Costa Mesa.
That's Orange County. That's how they do things down in Orange County.
It's a whole other fucking world.
Yeah.
Because honestly, having just come back also, a week and a half ago, I was in Dallas. And driving through Dallas.
Awesome place, right? Dallas.
I'm confused because I thought Southern hospitality, after spending so much time in Nashville and even driving into Alabama, in Huntsville, amazing time there. I mean, it's close enough to Nashville, so I haven't explored all of Alabama, but I'm open to it. But that sort of area, a lot of really nice people. So my assumption going to Dallas was I was going to get a lot of hey y'alls and it's going to be super nice.
No.
It wasn't. It was tough. It was tough. A lot of homeless people in Dallas. I will say that. They don't talk about that.
That's a red state. There are no homeless people in red
Yeah,
state.
that's right. You can't say that. Come on.
I live in Los Angeles.
Only
We live in Los
Democratic
Angeles.
states have homeless people.
We do have
they believe.
homeless people.
That's what they
right?
yeah.
That's real.
We got homeless people with great leather jackets, though.
But we have in Dallas.
Every day.
Dallas,
yeah,
they set up they were all 3 feet away from each other. They all, because it's so hot, they all have not a sleeping bag, but a sleeping mat, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of people in downtown Dallas. But they're all 3 feet apart from each other. It seemed like a different kind of organized situation and scary as hell because I had to walk through all of that. But let's get back to it. It doesn't matter. Dallas.
Let's get back to the manager telling Moon it's an hour wait.
So when we got to the
look
hour
on
wait,
Moon's face,
he said, "But you can, sit at the bar if you can find 4 seats at the bar." So we're like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's work that out." Sure.
Nope.
No, because in Costa Mesa, at this particular Mexican restaurant, which now that we couldn't eat there because I wasn't stoked on it before, it's like the menu feels like it's trying to be kind of fancy Mexican, but it's like, okay, now I'm like, wait, we can't sit here? Now I want to fucking go.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope.
And
don't tell Amit no.
And then I watched Moon. So if you think "Don't Tell Me No,"
yeah,
telling Moon
that's
no,
what I know.
That was like whoa,
She looked at the person because the person was basically saying, "I'm sorry, I can't accommodate," and the Moon gave him the look which she's given so many people throughout her life, which is, "That's absurd because you're not trying."
Yeah,
and I do not accept that as an answer.
Sounds like a personal experience.
My whole thing is okay, he's saying no. Now I'm like challenge. So now I'm like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Right. That's where I go. But I kind of feel like the difference between my sister and I is yeah, I'm cool if it doesn't happen. She just has a disappointment face, like all of humanity failed.
Yeah.
It's like it shouldn't be like this.
Well, and the place is dead to her. That's what I feel. I've experienced that before.
Because she did. It's almost like she
And
wanted to
you're
grab the
dumb.
hostess by the ear.
Yeah.
Be like, you see that Ford top that's open? You see that Ford top
She
that's
said
open?
that. And they said,
By the
that's a
ear.
reservation. And she's like, I see 4 chairs that are
Yeah.
open.
And then fingers up the nose, leading the guy by the nostrils.
Yep.
Here, see this? This is a real table that's open right now.
But here's the magic of being rejected at the South Coast Plaza.
Yeah.
We used our little computer phones.
Yep.
And we found
powerful computer devices.
What's
in our
good
pockets.
Mexican food nearby because we wanted a margarita.
Yep.
We ended up at a place called Maizano that was actually in Costa Mesa proper.
Is that what it was called?
Yes. Maiz. Maizano.
Okay, well, because I have a lot of confusion because there was a moment. It's like someone from my perspective, where we were just talking about. Okay, it's in a mall. Then we got into a shopping complex next to a Home Depot.
Yes,
and it was under construction. Like the B of A was under construction.
We had no idea where we were.
No, yeah.
We used Google Maps to get to a mall, another mall, but more like a mini mall.
Well, we used the power of the internet to look for 5 stars.
Yes.
Right? And then
Nearby.
what's available. And we're like, this place legit looks good.
Yes.
There was a picture of an octopus in some mole sauce.
Yes.
And what that said to my tummy was, come and fucking eat me.
Get in there.
Get it.
Yeah, get in there.
So we go there, except that we're like, where is there?
We couldn't find it.
The map said you've arrived.
The map said you've passed it.
Yes.
By 100 feet.
Right?
And we're
Confusion.
like, this boarded up Rite Aid?
Yeah.
Is
Home Depot.
Right?
We were giving up.
It's at the end of the Home Depot.
We were giving up. And then I want to say Moon. She's like, well, we should call there. Maybe they can guide us in. Right? And so, we call the restaurant. And they were like, do you see the... What was the chain in the distance? Do you see like the Panda Express?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right? Like, do you see if you're driving north towards the Panda Express, we're right on the left-hand side. So we were like, oh, okay, we finally see it.
Yeah.
Tricky Dicky, you were very gracious. You're like, why don't you guys get out? I'll drive, 10 minutes away, find some parking. So
I'll be back
we go
in a half hour.
I order you a handful of cocktails, right? I didn't know what you wanted.
3 cocktails.
3 cocktails. And really nice.
And all the appetizers.
By the time you got there, we ordered half the side of the menu.
You ordered all the appetizers and all the entrees, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that octopus, I was like, let's get that main course octopus as an appetizer.
Yes, you did.
Right?
Yes.
And legitimately, all the food that came out was very different, exceptionally yummy. I was like, wow, I don't know if it's just that we're all hungry and we drove an hour away and the cocktails were good, but legitimately it was well crafted. It felt
it was different.
Super elevated.
You can't get a burrito there. You weren't going to get a carne asada burrito.
No chips and
you
guac.
weren't going to get. They didn't have chips and guac.
I was disappointed by that, but they were like, you know what? We'll give you fresh tortillas and the best ceviche you can ever have.
That's right. It was eclectic Mexico City seafood. It
was yummy.
I think that's what they were trying to do. Right.
Yeah.
We had a great time. However, we had no idea
when we
were 10 feet from an even bigger party.
Well, okay, so having eaten at this restaurant, having a whole meal where we were like, wow, this was incredible. I think I talked to the hostess, the manager, the chef came out. I bought the chef shots. I was like, this place is incredible. We're never here, but I'm going to recommend this to everyone because it was that good. And then we were talking about let's form a tequila company together. Let's do all that. It all happened.
Who wants to go to Sebastian Bach? Wait, Steph, come and join us.
They then
like,
said,
our bartender's there tonight.
Exactly. They said
Brought
our bartender
everybody.
was like, I quit or I'm going to fucking Sebastian. We're like, well, we love you. Go see Sebastian. Tell us how it is. Right? And then when it was time, I have to pee. You have to pee. Moon had to pee. Moon said she actually went and we were sitting there, just us, the 3 of us. And by the time Moon came back, she said, look, it's a real journey. It's a real trek. And I was confused. I was like, what does that mean? That it's a real journey. And
thought it was a long way away.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when my bladder was like, you're 50 and you should pee before you rock so hard at Sebastian's show, I was like, okay, Brando, I'm scared. I'm scared.
She should have said it's an adventure.
She should have said, yeah, exactly. So then the 3 of us walk out and
it's a fucking party.
It's a party.
I've never seen anything like it. It was Mexican stand after Mexican food stand after like just the churro place, the tres leches like fucking cake place, the fucking karaoke, the like every tequila have you ever seen? I'm like, what is this fucking
Pictures
Mexican
of
food
beer,
paradise?
people sitting in tables in a giant plaza.
Yeah.
We had no idea that we were at the Mercado Gonzalez Northgate Market.
Yeah, hello, delicious. I mean, dream come true. It
was basically like a Mexican food farmer's market at 3rd and Fairfax.
Here's what I want. Okay, I want to go there when it opens for lunch. Okay, I want to eat from 3 different stands. I want you then to beat me like a piñata, so I barf everything out, and I'm going to do it again. Then beat me like a piñata for the second time, all over the place. Right? I go to the tequila bar, try to heal up. Right, because my abs aren't strong enough to be beaten like that. Okay, and avoid the face. The face is the money. Right, don't hit me in the face with a stick. Right, I just want to puke, but like I don't want to be the guy that says I have adult 50-year-old bulimia. I don't want that. So help me out. So then I want to get a little shit faced, and then have like stall number 12, right? With, the carne asada. Like I've never seen so many fucking delicious looking meats on a fucking rotisserie.
Yep. Every stand looked incredible.
Yeah.
The place was absolutely jammed.
Yeah.
They had pitchers of beer all over the place.
Yes, I know.
People were communal table. It was a fucking party, and it was literally 10 feet from us.
It
the
felt
wall
like
behind where you sat.
Yes. And I don't want to say that the food that we had, I've talked about it was delicious. But then when you walk in there was kind of like a disappointment.
Well, because they had more of what you were in the mood for.
Because I'm not afraid of a buffet. Right. I love a buffet. In fact, we got the...
Can you imagine this guy trying to choose between the entrees in a colossal market that he's never been to?
No, I'm going to get it all.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Fire.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it now. The Don Fulano. Can I have more of this?
It was a revelation, but here was the good news.
Can I give you want a little bit more?
We were only 4 minutes from Sebastian Bach.
Yes.
So we noted that there's this incredible place in Costa Mesa that we can come back to. And now it was time to go to the observatory.
Yes.
And fucking get our faces melted by the wizard.
Yeah.
The grand
the
fucking
rock
wizard. The last of the great, incredible fucking frontmen.
So now that we've done our food show, what I'd love to do, right, is why don't we take a break, right? And we'll come back, I guess, talk about Sebastian.
We have to.
And really kind of go, because there were so many great moments.
Yeah.
And I want to just, because you and Tricky Dicky went towards the front, Moon and I held back. And I want to tell you what that was like. And I've been trying to, you threw this out, Tricky Dicky. I think we should do this in the back half of the show. I want to see what Spotify says are the best rock tracks of so far.
Yeah, let's go through those.
Of 2024.
You judge them.
I'm going to sneeze.
By the way, Gutty, are you jealous at all?
Does that sound like you missed out?
The food part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I wish people could see Nadia Gotti right now, because he's really done like an Outsiders kind of move. You seen the movie The Outsiders? Like, Stay Gold, Pony Boy. He's rolled up his sleeves. He's got a pack of cigs like rolled up in his sleeves. He's exposing his fucking arms. You did send me a picture, which we should share to the socials. You made like a Body by Gotti t-shirt.
Yep.
For real. That he was unironically sharing it with me, saying, hey, this is me in my 20s. Because were you like a gym rat then?
I was in my teens.
When you did Body by Gotti?
Yep.
Wow. Congratulations. All right, let's take a quick break. It's Rock Tales. We'll be back in a second. More Sebastian Bach love. Sebastian, we love you. I can't believe you picking Sophie's Choice Brando over me. Fucking shoot me in the head.
That's the name. Kiss. They may look insane. Kiss. This is Kiss, each sold separately, and you can put them in any crazy pose you want.
That's the name, Kiss. They may look insane, Kiss. It rocks your game, it's Kiss.
Kiss, each 12.5-inch figure sold separately by Mego.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we're back. This stuff is good. The Don Fulano?
Yeah, it is good.
Smoky.
The añejo's better, but this is pretty good.
This is yummy. This is what we were drinking at that, what was the restaurant called?
Maizano.
Maizano.
Costa
Do you
Mesa.
remember? He gave me his card.
Alan, I believe, was the
It
chef's
was
name.
Alon, right?
Yeah, I have the
Alan.
card in my wallet.
You do?
Yes, I do.
I actually need a copy of that because
I'll give it to you.
I hope I have it. So
Yeah.
Alan was wonderful in the food.
And by the way, we didn't. We had delicious food, but we weren't full. We were ready to rock and ready to get to the fucking observatory and ready to fucking rock.
And that is what we did. Tricky Dicky fucking got the car. We all loaded into your Subaru Brat. Moon and I were in the back in those jump seats. And we couldn't really hear you, but you opened up that little back window and you cranked up the Metallica, and we fucking rolled in strong. You should get those dents, sorted out on that.
It's weird to have the bungee cord that ties down the front hood, but that's okay.
Yeah, why'd you have to tie Moon down? We were perfectly happy with that. That's weird. Anywho, so show up, and the first mega laugh of the night, right, came out of fucking Brando's mouth, the parking attendant guy.
Yeah.
We paid for parking or something, and Brando is like, I'm going to fuck this up. That guy is perfectly dressed as that guy.
I said that guy has perfectly achieved the look of that guy.
Yes.
And because
then,
it was Jay, if you're a fan of Jay and Silent Bob,
Yes.
this was Costa Mesa Jay.
Yes.
Fucking perfect.
Well, that made Moon, that put her in the best mood, right?
I haven't-
Because,
yeah. Been a while.
pulling up, I think we were worried that maybe we stayed at the restaurant too long, but we timed it, just right. We got our tickets. We walked right in, saw the beginning. The show opened, right, and there was Bach, Sebastian fucking Bach. I almost threw up. Sebastian Bach. Awesome. The painting from the first Skid Row record that his dad did, right? Except he replaced. Is that true? Am I remembering that right?
That's correct.
So it doesn't say Skid Row. It says Sebastian Bach up
Bach,
top.
yeah.
So it's like a whole kind of like a family affair. And he just started with the face melting.
Yeah.
The face fucking melting. And he look, I don't know. He always looks good, but he's got perfect hair. He looks rail thin. It's like he lost 100 pounds or something. He always looked good.
Well, he's done 40. He had done 41 shows.
Yeah.
40 shows by the time we saw him the other night.
It's just like everything that you want from a rock star, right? And look, he said so many things on the mic that might be more kind of specific to Los Angeles. So there was a great records station called KNAC, which it was like the most.
If it's too loud, you're too old.
He was, as hard as he rocked on the mic, anecdotally between each song, he really fucking connected. He's such a great frontman.
That's my whole thing all night. And Richard and I were watching, and we
Yeah.
just kept checking in with each other. He's the last of a dying breed. He's the great. He has the DNA of all
Of
the
a Panther.
great
Of a
frontmen
were you gonna
in
say
the
Panther?
world. He's got a little Robert Plant. He's got a little fucking Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah.
He's got a little Rob Halford. But then there's a lot of
He's got a little
Sebastian
Tim
Bach.
Curry from Legend.
Absolutely,
Right? Yeah.
yes. And what's his face? Lamal from Kajagoogoo.
He's got a lot of. Sebastian.
We know that's your
He's
biggest
got a lot of
influence.
Kajagoogoo.
But aside from being an incredible singer, nobody knows how to fucking do the rock thing like he does. The way he works his hair
Oh yeah.
is. Who else does that?
But here's
I mean, it's a fucking skill. You can't teach that. You can either. He's the fucking master. He's the fucking Wu-Tang, fucking Shaolin,
Yeah.
fucking monk, the fucking head monk at the monastery.
Yeah.
He is it. He is the one of the also of the last of the fucking great rock
I thought the
stars.
exact fucking same
God
thing.
damn
That
it.
was going through my head, and so you and Richard walked basically right by the soundboard. So you know, and by the way,
We
that's-
wanted to be in the middle.
Well, that was kind of usual. We try to sit by. We
Yeah,
want the
like-
best
like
sound,
the
right?
censor.
So we always try to sit by the
Censor
board,
by
right?
the sound guy.
And
Yeah,
so
center by the sound guy.
I could
Nice.
see you guys. Moon and I held back. You know, I just wanted to kind of feel like I could protect her.
Yeah.
You know, and she stood in front of me, and
From
we
all
had,
the crazy Orange County-ness? Or
Well,
well, no,
careful.
nothing. I actually didn't think about that. I just my instinct of like, you know, I don't know, just you know, got my sister there. I want to be protective, so that's ever present. And you know, I watched her on her phone as she was videotaping every moment, and like she had such a good time.
yeah.
She we would turn around and look at each, or she would turn around and look at me, and just couldn't believe how great he sounded, while the person, I don't know, it's not a wheelchair, it's a mechanical device for someone with an inability that you know, where we were at a cordoned off area. And so I had other concerns where I was looking at Moon. Then I had concerns for this you know, an able-bodied person in a mech suit. Like they could have probably taken out an alien. Like, you know, at the end of, is it Aliens 2, where Sigourney Weaver gets in that yellow thing,
don't
right,
remember.
and kills.
That's what that guy had.
It's but
At
in
the
black.
observatory?
It wasn't yellow. It
Okay.
felt like that, right?
Sure.
And he was rocking out so hard, and that's not even the point. It was the guy that kept hitting that guy, who then also crop dusted us repeatedly.
wow.
So he ate. He must have eaten like at the Crab Shack or something, because what I was smelling was like Agent Orange meets like a spicy hand roll, crab hand roll. You know, because it was so powerfully disgusting.
Wow.
And then he had this body odor that was definitely from the 80s, from the 90s, from the early aughts. And so I kept wondering if Moon wanted to maybe join you guys, but she wanted to hang back. I guess she wanted to be surrounded by.
Maybe she thought it was you and she just didn't want to say anything.
She knew it wasn't me, because I was like this. I was like this. And I fucking looked at the guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, hi. Do you maybe want to use the facilities, bro? Right? And so here's the part. This is the thing I'm confused by. The guy that was dancing and kept hitting the dude in the mech suit, right? I don't know if it was the mech suit guy, like in retrospect, as I'm saying this out loud, because maybe the mech suit guy can't use the restroom like normal, because he's like, you know, maybe he's like an android and has an apparatus or something.
Let's go with that.
And maybe that's like kind of like,
Hopefully, he has that.
maybe the mech suit situation is like when you're in an RV park and you have to get rid of everything, you know, and like the black water, and you got to put it in the proper facility to excise the pee pee and the poo poo. I don't know what was happening, but it was brutal. That's
Did you
my
remember
point.
when we went to see Bush at the Roxy and we got crop dusted by
Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman.
I
was
by
trying
the
to
way,
remember who it was.
100%. And that was like hot dog on a stick.
for real?
Yeah, dude, that was
For
rough.
real?
That was a mixture because I don't know why I remember
that was
the
not-
Wait, Dennis Rodman was at the Bush
and
show at the Roxy?
loving it.
Yeah.
And dancing like a fucking
Yeah,
crazy
he was
person.
into it.
And his fucking porpoise blowhole was
Right
like
in his face.
Oh boy.
fucking crop dusted us. And I was like, bro, like, thank you for going to
right.
Carney's
That was
before
not right.
seeing Bush because I can smell it.
Fucking Rodman.
Okay. I'm going to bring you back to Sebastian Bach.
Okay.
Kicking ass. Just going through the whole set, just kicking ass, song
I'm
after
just
song
keeping it
after
real,
song.
bro. Because what happened?
Understood.
But when track 4,
Yeah.
when I couldn't breathe,
Okay.
I said, Moon, let's go to the merch stand.
Right. I saw that.
And then nothing makes me happier than Moon and I started twinning. We both bought the same Sebastian Bach T-shirt.
That actually warmed my heart.
Oh, yeah, I
To see the Zappa siblings in matching Sebastian Bach tees.
By the way, she had duct tape on her breastises, right?
Ah.
She just fully took her shirt
Didn't
off
know
and
that.
changed right in the audience.
Oh, she did?
I did the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the same
Did
kind
you
of
have
tape,
duct
but
tape?
I had 2 Band-Aids. They were Freddy Krueger Band-Aids.
Didn't know that.
And we just changed
hear
right
about
She
there.
that.
always put duct tape on her?
I don't know. We should ask her. I don't know. She had a book coming out. So
He played
we'll ask her.
Tom Sawyer. He broke into Tom Sawyer during the middle of Monkey Business. Fucking incredible.
Wait. What he first did was honor all of the military, which I always
Yes.
love, and spent a lot of time, and again the crowd work that he fucking does,
Second to none.
communicating to the
Second to
fans,
none.
right?
Yeah.
I know I bullshit a lot on this show, but
What?
Sebastian, truly, you connected with everyone. It was so awesome to see. You take it in. Some people just
In the middle of a song, he would notice like a friend in
Yeah.
the crowd and be like, hey!
Yeah, but it fed him. It fed his soul.
Yeah.
Right. And so
Yeah.
he goes through that, and then he talked about people that we lost, and then the people that he was honoring.
Yeah.
Right, which led into Tom Sawyer. And Moon looked at me. I looked at Moon, and we were like, this is fucking happening. And to hear Sebastian Bach sing that song,
And his son played the drums on that song?
I don't want to say it was better, but it fucking rocked harder.
Well, it had a metal edge to it. It really
really fucking did. I was like, this song has never sounded so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know Diva has orange hair? Sorry, it just popped
Diva
up. on
Zappa?
Wait,
Yes.
why is Steve?
We do know that.
my- Okay, I haven't
You don't
seen
follow
her.
her on Instagram?
No, it just popped up on my phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know
She's
she
on
had
the
orange
gram
hair.
with orange hair.
For the Volumaniacs out there, if you don't follow Diva Zappa on Instagram, you're missing a morning meditation.
She does tarot reading, right?
But
In the mornings. I call her the terrorist because she does tarot.
Tarotist.
Yeah, the
Yes.
tarotist. But listen, you can follow her, and she's got some sage advice. We should have her. It would be interesting, actually, to have my little sister on the show.
We do need to.
Because we have a very different relationship. Moon is more like someone who took care of me my entire life, and
Yes.
then now I feel like I'm like.
Though I will
to-
say, quick tangent, as we were driving down in the car, there was a lot of interesting conversation in the car because we had a 2-hour drive down to Costa Mesa at rush hour on a
there was some
Friday.
interesting conversation.
And at one point, you're like, you abandoned me. You left me. And she's like, yeah, I had to get out of the fucking house.
Oh yeah,
I had to move out.
Every
And you're
time I
like,
see Moon-
I just remember you leaving. And she's like, yeah.
Every time I see Moon now, there is a part of us trying to figure out the pain, or like I think we're both genuinely confused by like that's we're I
Your
don't wanna speak
idol
for
was
myself.
moving out of the house at 10. Well, you're 10. You're 10
Yeah,
years
that-
old.
that
And she's
dawned
like,
on her.
bye, everybody. I'm moving to Beverly Glen.
Did you guys get offended when I said we're in our 50s now? We got to get over it.
No, we were so in our own fucking world. I think at that point, That's how I feel, by the way. But I don't know if we ingested that salient thought and that nugget of truth. But it was really fun.
Well, let's get to the best part.
Yeah.
Because Moon is a giant part of the after show.
Oh, yeah.
Best part of the show, arguably, the little boy coming out. Trace
how much
fucking
more
Bach.
time do we have? Because we got to wrap
We
this
got
up.
like 15 minutes.
Okay, good.
20 minutes?
All right, so Tom Sawyer was incredible,
Yes.
right? Played all the hits.
Yes.
Right? But,
Everyone sang everything.
Meanwhile, I don't know if you were doing this too, but I feel like after having Sebastian on the show and talking about, going out there and, it's an important aspect of, or in my opinion, the record is so good. I want more people to love it.
Yeah.
And
Let's do it great.
if he's going out there on the road, I hadn't seen him. This is us seeing him live playing his new hits, right? I'm fucking texting him. I don't know if I feel like a proud dad on like all the time, but I'm like, dude, you sound amazing. I'm like giving him updates. I don't even think he fucking cares, but like I'm just sending him like, you're incredible, like all of this stuff, taking pictures. I'm like, look how fucking rad you are, and then I just have such a sense of pride that The Rock is so strong with him. And then how kind he was about his son. I was like, this is really heartwarming. I didn't know that his son was playing. That was a great surprise. And then, should we get to the end?
Well, I'm just going to say, the son came out for Youth Gone Wild at the end.
Yeah.
And played solos.
Trace.
11 years old.
So
perfect, long, dark brown hair.
I thought, because Paris was on drums, I thought this was like, he finds like a random kid, every night.
Right.
That's like, I want to, because it's Youth Gone Wild.
Right. Like the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, he tries to find someone, and so he's like, this, I didn't think he was talking about his own kid. I was like, oh no, we already got Paris all night, which was so rad. And then, seeing this little kid come out, I'm like, that's fucking cool that he found someone in Costa Mesa they just picked up and like brought him out on the stage. I'm like, good for you. So when the solo happened, I was like, wow, they're like pretty comfortable with this kid on stage, and he's pretty comfortable kind of being out there. I'm like, this is like, there's no like stage banter. It wasn't like, hey, you got this? Like this 11-year-old really brought it. I was like, that fucking guy, I gotta know who that kid is. No idea that it's Sebastian's sperm grown up on stage, right? And holy fucking banana balls, said it earlier, the show ends, and then I was like, wow, like no one is aware that this rando kid, because I didn't believe that it was Sebastian's kid. In my whole mind, the narrative, and even for Moon and I don't think Moon thought that was Sebastian's kid, was like, wow, like where's the dad? Who's somewhere in the audience?
Somebody should come collect this child.
They were fucking tearing the drums down, and he's still soloing. There's no sound, and he's shaking hands and kissing babies and fucking, taking digits, right? This 11-year-old. I'm like, I wish I could come back as that kid, handsome, pure rock, right?
Pure rock.
Pure rock. And then we looked at each other and like, well, let's
go.
Make the trek home.
Yeah.
Right? Sebastian was like, dude, well, I left passes for you, backstage, right? To come backstage.
No, you didn't.
I looked, and there weren't any passes.
Well, we went to 3 different windows.
I tried, and then
to find out if there were passes.
And I look at you, and I'm like, should we just go? And you're like, yeah, let's
You were
fucking
like,
go. I look
"Fuck
at you,
this
and
guy."
like, yeah. You did this. You were like, yeah.
We'll text him. We'll tell him it was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm texting him like, thank you so much. I don't want to say like that we don't have,
Yeah.
He was really sweet. He's like very communicative. So something must have happened. I didn't want to get into like, it's weird to be like, hey, where are our passes?
That's right.
But you did text him and say, "Do you know who I am?" Which I thought was weird.
I did, and I sent a picture of me that AI augmented, like it really fit like full abs.
Television actor Ahmet Zappa.
That's right. Who should be able to walk into any backstage, no matter where you are in Southern California.
No, it was weird. Moon was like, what's happening? And so we all got in the car. We sent a really nice note to Sebastian. We were communicating with him all night. And then I get this text from him that's, hey man, I just opened up a bottle of Camus. You gotta come back. Let's hang out.
To the bus.
And I'm like, oh. And we've already left the venue. So I don't want to try to explain that, hey, we've left and the whole thing. And was it you or Tricky Dick? He's like, oh, we got to go back. Or maybe it was Moon. Like, let's fucking.
I think we all were like, we got to go back. Because we were only 4 minutes gone. We were close enough that we could turn around and get right back to the observatory because the parking was not an issue at all.
Yeah.
So we go back.
Yep. He sends his tour manager. And I have to say, when we finally went back into the bus, when he saw Moon, because I was texting him, separately. I'm like, my sister's coming. She's so excited. Was he like, Mooney, Mooney Zappa, right? It was so awesome.
He fucking loved it.
Her whole world lit up. Those two broed out. They're the same age. They had such a good time. It was really charming. And then we met fucking Trace in person.
Oh, on the bus. On the bus.
Fucking
We had a
bus.
great hang.
Yeah.
Then Trace came on the bus.
Yeah. What did he say to you?
Well, we were peppering him. You and I were peppering him with questions about metal.
Yeah. Well,
you said to him, "Who are your favorite metal bands?" And immediately he's like, "Metallica, Black Sabbath."
He was like, "Do you like the Scorpions?"
Yeah. I said,
No.
"Do you like the Scorpions?" Like, no. And you were like, "No, I get it. I know you like the Scorpions."
We were asking him about guitars. You asked him if he likes low action or high action on his guitar, on the guitar neck.
He really
high
connected
action
with
tens.
you. He connected.
Well, they
with
were
you.
talking guitars.
Oh, we were talking guitars.
And Richard picked up the guitar and started plinking away.
Well,
and actually,
He had a
Sebastian-
dime. He had a dime bag
Daryl
Dean
Dean.
guitar, and it literally weighed as much as he would.
No joke. I was like, this is really heavy. Are you okay to play this? Is like, yeah. Like nothing was phasing this guy. But he would do things too where subtly you weren't picking up on it, where it's like trying to get you to move, right? And I was like, Brando, Trace wants you to move. Do you remember this moment where he like kind of pushes you to a side? And it's cramped on the bus. He puts the guitar down so that he could look for chocolate milk.
Oh, right.
11-year-old, where everyone's partying on the bus, his party is like, bro, out of the way. I gotta get into the fridge, get some chocolate milk.
You asked him about his sign.
Oh, I said, yeah.
And you said, what sign are you? And
I asked him when his birthday was.
Right.
And I was like, oh, you're a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Tricky Dicky was, I'm a Taurus. And then he looks at you and
he
says,
looked at me and he said, what's your story, Nacho Libre?
yeah. And Moon heard that. And
She's dying.
that broke her.
Sebastian's wife, Suzanne, heard that.
Yep.
And she was dying.
Yep.
And
You were
I
laughing
said,
so hard.
This is the highest compliment I've ever been paid in my entire life.
Yeah.
Mom was like, oh, God. Because he's that guy.
Dude, he's
the fucking best.
He's incredible.
The best.
Will you do your best impersonation of Sebastian Bach talking about his son's eyeliner? Do you? I didn't do that. Remember that? So cute. It's just like
he has perfect dark brown hair down to his waist.
No, he's fucking pure metal.
Yeah, he's pure metal. Doesn't wear a shirt. Everyone was very good. The
No.
parents were very he refuses to wear shirts.
Sebastian was honestly, I don't want to say the word flummoxed, but on stage he mentioned it, and then backstage, it's still like he's like can't believe it that his son wears his wife's yoga pants.
Yeah,
right.
But they look perfect.
Well, he looked like he's in Striper. They're black and yellow, right? He's so pure rock. He's so metal with super long hair, like super tan. And he's like, my son, he goes to school with eyeliner on, man. I didn't even do that. Like, does the school even like that? Like, what's happening? Like, you know what I mean? It was awesome to see.
The fucking best.
The best.
I will say there was another hilarious story that the mother told me. that
Which was?
the rock star will remain anonymous.
Okay.
A 50-odd-year-old rock star they had seen recently who brought his like 22-year-old girlfriend to the show.
Yeah.
The little boy was told the math between the 50-odd-year-old rock star and the 22-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he looked at the woman and he
11-year-old.
said, an
11-year-old.
11-year-old, and said, blink 3 times if you're in danger.
Yeah. Fucking Trace, you're a comedic genius. You're a heavy metal superstar. And
and that's the band just is Trace.
Yeah.
With an umlaut over the fucking A.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Incredible night. Powerful night of music. It's so good to hear Sebastian's album live.
He killed it. All he
Killed
did
it.
was kill it. All he did was kill
And
it.
it was cool to be a fly on the wall. And maybe this is like too much.
Oh, Devin Bronson, his
Yeah.
producing partner.
That's what I was
writing
gonna
partner,
say.
Was there with his.
Is it
lovely-
okay to talk about that?
Yeah, they were there. I think that
I mean,
was totally cool.
I think
he
it
was
was really-
awesome.
really
Shout out to
cool.
Devin Bronson.
Because, and maybe this is too much information, but to see Sebastian like, hey, man, we're playing this particular song. Like, I kind of like it fast. I feel like, it's like it feels better faster. And Devin's like, no, that's the right tempo.
Yeah.
So it felt cool to be a fly on the wall, to watch them, reminisce about the songs that they've written together and playing that record live. And after 40 some odd nights, they were so tight. And it was just a well-oiled machine, great night of music. I couldn't be happier.
Richard couldn't be happier because with this hour-long story, because he had planned a whole night where we were going to listen to new music. It's pretty fun.
All right, actually, guys, we gotta fucking go. We should devote.
Let's go to dinner.
But yeah, let's go to dinner. Let's actually spend the time looking at this list because I am curious. Right?
Next week.
Yeah, we'll do it next week. So.
Do you have
sorry,
a
guys.
significant other who will be like, I said that our dinner reservation was for this time?
Yeah,
Well,
we should probably
the
go.
only reason why I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do this is because I know I have to pick up my daughter, I have to pick up my son, Tori Mel, my bestie for forever. His daughter's in town, and I'm looking at the time. We got to get to Escuela, our yummy Mexican restaurant. So
The best
forgive
new
me.
rock of 2024 is fucking Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
Child Within the Man.
All of it is
Period.
so good.
That's it.
Yes, it's true. Spotify, if you didn't get that right, then screw you, but we'll unpack it next week. Thank you for tuning in to Rock Tales. Sebastian, we love you. Trace, we love you. Paris, we love you. Sebastian's wife's name is Stephanie? Suzanne. Jesus, I'm so terrible at this. It must be this
Stefan.
magic liquid here. Suzanne, good to see you again. I hope we all get to see each other real soon in the future. Fucking thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Cheers.